Hey guys, so our parents lied. Where I come from, they told us that they were all number ones and that they were all good at science, they were all good at math, because my parents came first, my friends' parents came first, the people I went to school with, their parents also came first. And again, they were really good at math and science. At the time, I if I went to my parents and told them that I wanted to be a DJ or to do music, I don't know that I don't know how that conversation would go, And so this is brought on by what I was talking about the other day about redoing education differently. And it reminded me of an essay that I wrote a while ago, and I just wanted to read a part of it. So I wrote that my experience in Thailand has told me that Africa needs to redefine its education system. The current system focuses mainly on academics and was created to groom every student into an employee. The world is changing, and this system is no longer relevant. What we need right now is an education system which is tailor-made for Africa and her unique needs. One which focuses on life skills, embraces talent and creative interests rather than academic skills. It is time to encourage and appreciate the diversity in the African youth, empower them to harness their unique abilities and turn them into income-generating projects, making the continent an able hub of innovation and economic growth. Then I go ahead to say that growing up, professions like medicine, engineering, aviation, law were those that were considered with regarded with high esteem, while careers like music, drama, or art were just considered to be hobbies. Intelligence was, and to some extent, is still being measured using test scores, and that it's a rigid system that mostly values mastery of content and not necessarily hard skills. That's why I'd like to advocate for programs that value skills. So let me quickly look into unique needs. And I remember in the other video I was talking about a great number of graduates not being employed. I know that this is also a problem elsewhere, but in Africa it's particularly a huge problem. So here you are with your full qualifications and your good grades. Maybe not good grades, but you're qualified. That's good enough. And you're ready to go to the job market. And then you get there and this organization or this multinational tells you, sorry, we don't care about your qualifications or test grades. All we care about are the skills that you can bring. But what baffles me still is, even though they say that they're not into grades and all of that, they still take the top students for interviews. Yeah, you have to be in the top 5 for you to gain access to the interviews with these companies. But anyways, so that being a unique problem to Africa, what I was wondering is, why are subjects like business education or entrepreneurship not in our it's in our curricula, but why is it not a core subject like math? Because we've got to a point where it is something that we need. The number of unemployed graduates is just too big, and we need to be creating opportunities for ourselves. But no, we are not equipped to be able to create these opportunities for ourselves. So I feel like entrepreneurship and business should be something that is taught from primary school and all the way to high school, when you're able to decide, okay, this is something that I want or this is something that I don't want, And even if you get to high school and decide that, okay, so I'm going to go another direction, but you still have those skills in you. It's something that's always going to be in you, such that when things like what's happening right now happens, like COVID-19, I know that so many people are going to be left jobless. Not all businesses are going to be able to retain their entire workforce. So if you have those skills, then you at least have something to fall back on. But now those who thought that their jobs were secure and everything, now have to really think hard. And it's going to be particularly hard on them if they don't have these entrepreneurship skills to be able to do something for themselves. So this is why, and this is just one example. I could go into depth with the main economic activities in Africa being agriculture, but this is not something that is major in our curriculum. I could go deep into that, but for now, I just wanted to give a brief overview on, the education system being redefined, and also just our parents being open to our creativity and our diversity. That I don't need to be good at math to be smart. Sometimes I sit and in awe and just look at people draw. Like, all I can draw is lines. I can like draw the 3D stuff, but just in lines. But people make nice drawings, and this is something that should be nurtured from a young age. Some kids really sing nicely, but their parents just, you have to get a degree, you have to be a lawyer. Meanwhile, this child's talent could be nurtured from a young age, and just, yeah. So I could talk forever about this, but that's what I wanted to talk about. And I'm glad I did the clip the other day, because it got my friends and I talking, and we actually scheduled a Zoom meeting to discuss this further. So that's what I had today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.